Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Brushed by Jude at 116 First Avenue in Oskaloosa brings life back to your furniture. What was once viewed as dated or old-fashioned is transformed to have a whole new life ahead of it. Stop in and see Judy Gronendijk for furniture restoration. Plus, there are classes to learn how to paint furniture. Go to brushedbyjude.com for hours and more information. And stop in on the south side of the square in Oskaloosa to do some Christmas shopping at Brushed by Jude. The Keokuk County Veterans Affairs Office in Sigourney wishes you the very best this holiday season. And please remember those that aren't with their families this year, as they are protecting our great country. For more information on Keokuk County Veterans Affairs, contact Michelle Herman, the Veteran Affairs Administrator, at 101 South Main in Sigourney. Colbert Feed in Sigourney, more than just a feed mill. Colbert Feed is your horse source in Keokuk County. We provide bulk or bagged feed for your livestock. We have a selection of horse feed, dog food, cat food, and bird food. Colbert Feed is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You can stop by and see Colbert Feed by the Expo in Sigourney or call 641-622-2828. That's Colbert Feed in Sigourney.
Feeding sows too much or too little affects the bottom line. Use body condition scoring to adjust their feed intake on Successful Farming Radio.
Successful Farming Radio, providing information farmers need in the field, in the shop, and in the office. Committed to growing your business in agriculture.
Check out our full lineup of Successful Farming podcasts. The Successful Farming podcast goes in-depth into the topics that affect farmers and ranchers. The 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast offers a quick conversation between an editor and a farmer. The SF Shorts podcast offers bite-sized interviews about agricultural topics. And the SF Daily podcast covers commodity markets, weather, and the big things happening in agriculture each morning. Search for Successful Farming wherever you download your podcasts.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/manufacturing.
A critical element of successful and consistent swine reproduction is making sure sows don't gain or lose too much weight between litters. It's a balancing act because feeding too much or too little also has economic repercussions. Using body condition scoring will help you adjust their feeding levels. Ken Stalder is a professor of animal science at Iowa State University. He says to score sows on a 5-point scale 30 days after breeding and then again once a month after that.
You want her on a 3-ish. The other thing I would say that ideal body condition score can vary a little bit by farm and genetic type. So to sit here and say exactly what it is, I'm going to be hesitant to do that. But somewhere in that 3 area.
You're looking for an overall shape and combination of fat and muscle reserves. The fat is the energy source that the sow has available. The muscle is protein she can use to supply the nutrients in the milk that nourishes her litter.
When I body condition score them, I look from the rear because I can see the spine from the rear. If it's bumped up there, that's probably an indication she's too thin. I can come in behind her and palpate her ribs. I can palpate those hip joints. And, if I really feel those too easily, she's really too thin as well.
If you're not able to do this visually or aren't experienced at it, Stalder recommends using a caliper designed specifically for this purpose. I'm Jody Hinkey. Learn more about swine body condition scoring at agriculture.com.